We are joined this morning by Desoto Parish School Superintendent Cade Brumley. Dr. CB, how are you today?
Hey, great. Good morning, guys.
You had Bessie members touring your school district yesterday. I guess they call and say, hey, we want to come up for a visit. So what'd you show them?
Well, let me interject before you answer. See, because when our corporate guys or consultants come to town, Aaron wears socks.
Yeah.
I'm wearing long pants. Somebody combs their hair. We're on our best behavior. Is it like that for you when they show up, or is it just business as usual because you guys are so awesome?
Well, my people are very awesome, so we just keep on keeping on every day. No, the reason they came, we're doing something quite innovative. There aren't as many people going into traditional education prep programs anymore who want to be teachers. Imagine that.
Mm-hmm.
And so we just felt that we had to do something to increase the applicant pool of people who wanted to be teachers, so that because we believe that a principal and their staff will get a better teacher if they're able to pick from 10 people instead of 2 people. And so we launched a program in conjunction with Northwestern State University for individuals who have a college degree, who are intelligent, creative, passionate, those types of things, and who want to work with children. And essentially, they spent last summer in training, and they've spent this year in the classrooms in a 4-year residency. And by the end of this year, Northwestern State, along with the Louisiana Department of Education, will certify them as certified teachers.
Excuse me just a second. This is a pretty awesome idea. Correct me if I misunderstand. So basically what you're doing is you're looking at people who are already adults about a career change into education.
Right. One of the most important things that teachers can have, especially middle school, high school, is a real command of a content area, whether it's math or science or those types of things. So people in those fields who might decide, you know what, I might like to consider teaching, had the opportunity to apply for the program. And so then they would actually receive training on methods of teaching and then do a residency in our schools. And by the end of the year, they are certified. And so that's what happened. And we were able to get some, high quality people to go through the program.
My next question is, okay, so normally you think of a new teacher as being a 22 or 23-year-old young lady just graduated. But what was the oldest person in that? I mean, if you're looking at people changing careers,
You could take me. I've got a college degree.
100% right.
Come on, guys. Come on. Let's see what we can do. We can do some broadcast.
So, in all seriousness, what was the age range of the folks that you're considering who are applying?
Yeah, we had people who were actually right out of college in various content areas, but we also had people who came back after a period of time in the real world, I guess you could say, who are now working with our children. I don't have an exact age range, but what is important here is that this is part of a broader picture, in that if you're a superintendent or if you're an HR director out there and you're not looking into the future of what is the workforce going to look like, who are we going to be placing in front of children 5, 10, 15 years from now, then you're naive. And so you have to be aggressive and assertive in finding innovative ways and experimental ways to make sure you have the best people in front of your children.
Kate, can I throw a curveball at you this morning? I didn't warn you about this one.
Yeah.
You usually do.
Thanks for coming. Thanks for stopping by, Cade. We'll talk to you again soon.
It's been nice, guys.
Yeah. Let's talk tops a minute. We promise our kids in elementary, middle school that if you do this and do this and do this and follow this curriculum, you're going to get tops money. Well, now it sounds like we're pulling the rug out from under them. Where do folks like you, the superintendents, who, you've set these TOPS guidelines into your counselors, they preach it and preach it.
Yeah.
You're worried about it, I'm sure.
No, I'm not worried about it. The reason I'm not worried about it is because I just don't think that that's going to happen. And maybe I'm being naive, but I just don't think that that's going to happen. TOPS is one of, and now you're cracking into some of my conservative beliefs here, but TOPS is one of the few tax breaks, essentially, that middle-class families receive in the state of Louisiana if they have children of school age. And so I think that it will be worked out. We do use that as a great incentive in our schools, a tremendous incentive, and it is. And our kids are striving to hit those marks, and they are. And I think ACT scores are up because of that. I think GPAs are up because of that. But I think it will be resolved. I don't necessarily believe that it will look the same way it has always looked, but I think it will be in place in some form. It may be a set dollar amount, not a different amount based on different schools. But I think to some degree TOPS will be in place, and it will be more stable. So I think that it will turn out okay.
What do we do to address the fact that only 17% of TOPS recipients are going on to finish college? We got to address that.
Yep, I agree, and I think that conversations have to take place about that. What we're trying to do in pre-K-12 is make sure they're ready for college, and we're doing the best that we can here in DeSoto to make that happen.
What about the budget cuts that are headed your way? It sounded like the governor was cutting $50 million from K through 12. Any big news in DeSoto with regard to that?
Hey, Aaron, you know what the past 4 years has looked like for me. I may have less of a budget by the time I get to work than I had yesterday, but we'll work it out, and we'll be okay. We're putting our priorities first, and we're finding money. You know, I'm not in favor of raising taxes on anyone. I think our public is very loyal with the money they already provide us, and we just have to do what we can do to live within our means. We'll make it work.
Well, you know, Cade, Aaron and I are coming up on 20 years in this working together on the little radio thing, and our sense is it can't last forever.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's as I like to say, it's still early, plenty of time for things to go wrong. So it's good to know that we can take our limited real-world experience and possibly be entrusted with, as Rush says, young minds filled with mush at some point in the future.
Oh, yeah, love that.
Yeah, go to teachdesoto.com, teachdesoto.com, and you can apply right there.
You know what? You answered my sort of tongue-in-cheek question and or remark with a serious response. If folks are interested and you are totally serious about taking people with real-world experience that may not be satisfied, may want more, may want a certainly fulfilling job, give us the website again. They can find out about that.
Yeah, www.teachdesoto.com. Teaching is an awesome profession. It can be frustrating, of course. It's challenging, but it's just awesome.
Cade Brumley, Superintendent in DeSoto Parish. Thank you so much for joining us
Great
this morning.
talking
We appreciate
to you,
it.
Doc. We'll talk to you again
All right,
soon.
guys.
Thank you, man.
Take care.